What's up, you guys? Welcome to the January 4th edition of NBA 3-Ball presented by Establish the Run. I'm your host, Mike Gallagher, getting ready to talk a little Sunday action and some news. Going to bang this out in 10 minutes. Hit us with the thumbs up. Of course, subscribe and any comments that we could make this better for you guys. And we have the Dallas depth chart up here because Luka Doncic, he missed Sunday's game against the Bulls. Suffered a bruised quad in the last game. Suffered it in the second quarter and was able to play through it. Got the questionable tag, then the doubtful tag, then didn't play. Saw Jalen Brunson start, looked great. Talk about him in a little bit. But it sounds pretty minor. I mean, if he was able to play through it and it was a bruised quad, hopefully he could play Monday. And maybe the fact that they did play in a back-to-back factored into this to keep him out. But shouldn't be too long. And obviously just a ton of usage to go around. And we'll talk about shortly what happened with this team. Sticking in Texas in the guard situation, Derek White hurt his toe, stubbed it. This is the same toe he had surgery on. He did not play on Sunday. It sounds like he might miss more time. So came off the bench in the last game in his return. But Lonnie Walker will probably hold down the fort a little bit longer. And, I mean, what a brutal blow to have the same toe. Just Popovich called it bad luck. And, yeah, he's probably going to miss time, unfortunately. We have the Texas guard trifecta with James Harden. He missed the game on Saturday. And Steven Silas said he was kind of surprised to find out that Harden wasn't available because Harden had tweaked his ankle late. He was like walking kind of around the court before he returned, shot his free throws, looked fine. But yeah, apparently he wasn't ready to go and they held him out. So it doesn't sound like he'll be out for too long, but we know they're probably not going to take any chances given the situation. And John Wall looked tremendous. I was incredibly impressed with John Wall. Eric Gordon's playing pretty well too. And then obviously Christian Wood is crushing. He has more usage going his way whenever every Harden game that he's going to miss. All right, let's talk some Sunday basketball action. And I'm going to break my chronological style here because the late game, Stephen Curry, career high, 62 points, 18 to 31 from the field, 18 and 19 from the line. Those are career highs. Only 8 threes to get to 62. And it was a lot of interior scoring. Obviously the free throws, but he's only assisted on a handful. I think it was just 5 assisted buckets. So he was really on ball in it, crushing. And after the game, he was asked about it, if he knew how many points he had. He said, yeah, of course I did, because my teammates were yelling how many points he had the entire game. He was asked about getting double teamed. He said he didn't really like it, but he didn't really care. And obviously he just moves so well. And this is what we've been hoping for. And this is what happens when Draymond Green returns, right? Draymond Green, you look at Steph's career, every single season, not even counting the shortened 2019-20, but it's significant, his true shooting boost. So, I mean, we knew that Steph is going to crush as long as he stays in the court. And, man, what a treat just seeing Steph go off. Moving to the Blazers, Dame got hot late to drop 32, 4, and 4, just chucking deep balls. CJ McCollum, again, just keeps balling. His assist numbers are great. He's killing it on both catch and shoot and on pull-ups. Total complete offensive package, and their performances have kind of hurt Nurkic. His usage is down. You see the other stats with 2 steals, 2 blocks today, so that's an improvement. And then really one guy is Robert Covington. Didn't really get to play much in the fourth because they were came back in late after Carmelo Anthony fouled out. But you got to be a little nervous about Rocco. I mean, we knew he was going to score a lot, but like we anticipated, the blocks are down because he's not playing center anymore. And, I mean, the steals are fine, but he's going to have to do more. Going back to the early games here, Jason Tatum, game winner on top of 12 assists. That's a career high. And that's been a thing since the first game, is this driving kick, finding open shooters, and even getting highs on cuts. I mean, that was a big thing. Tatum's passing had to improve, and it has. And again, said this a million times, the offense is Tatum and Brown just initiating, and my God, Jaylen Brown just amazing. Leading the NBA in transition points. His jumper's back. He's scoring so well off his pull-ups. He's at a ridiculous 74 effective field goal percentage on pull-ups. Like, that's ridiculous. So he's probably not going to be this good. And then obviously when Kemba comes back, he'll cool off. But he's looking like a bargain if you drafted him in the 4th round or later. Jeff Teague sprained his ankle, did not return. So possibly we see more Peyton Pritchard. They are on a back-to-back. They play today. So possibly Carson Edwards in a rotation. Maybe they bring Tremont Waters up. But I'll probably see more Peyton Pritchard and obviously more ball handling for the 2 studs. And Pistons played a tight game. And I should just add that Brad Stevens talked about the Celtics front court double big lineup being so inconsistent. That was the case again. Front court was a mess to start this game, and then third quarter they were better. Injury for the Pistons. Josh Jackson sprained his ankle, shot the free throws, but left, limped, did not return. Hope they're okay. Back to back. Probably won't see Blake. Probably won't see Derrick Rose. So they're going to be real shorthanded. DeLon Wright's minutes were trending down, but he may have a second chance here, especially if Rose doesn't play. Killian Hayes didn't really get much of a chance with Derrick Rose closing. And man, this guy has no right hand at all. So it's going to be quite some time before Killian Hayes is a reliable DFS or even season long. He's not necessarily worth owning. And Jeremy Grant, my God, he's really figured it out on how to score on his own, surprisingly. I mentioned in the last edition that his assisted buckets are, down, both at the rim and on jumpers. He's really, this challenge he put on himself has worked out great for him. The Wizards get a big win at Brooklyn. They're, 2-0 to start 2021. And just Thomas Bryant, my goodness, that slow start is way in the rearview mirror. He's just the fourth player in NBA history to shoot 85% or better over a 3-game span with a minimum of 30 field goal attempts in the last 30 seasons. Dwight Howard, DeAndre Jordan, and Clint Capella. And he's making threes. His last three, he's 22-8 on 87% from the field. This is what we thought was going to happen. He's going to be just great with Westbrook. And even Scott Brooks talked about that, talking about the Russell Westbrook trade. Said, we made the trade. I told Thomas Bryant, get ready. You're going to get a lot of easy looks. I think Russ and Brad are going to help him get to a higher level than we thought he even could. So, yeah. Brad Beal said the sky's the limit. High expectations for Thomas Bryant, and he's going to meet them. I think he's going to be not quite obviously this good, but he's going to make a huge impact. Bradley Beal is so good. As I said, he has a 33 usage rate with Russell Westbrook. That's really good. Without Westbrook, he's 33, 6-6. With him, he's still 29, 5-4. So it's on. Bradley Beal's season is here. Things not so rosy in Brooklyn anymore, dropping some bad games. The Wizards, Hornets, not good. They're 3-4 now, and Steve Nash said rebounding is the problem. But, they're obviously so good. This team's going to be fun in DFS because their defense hasn't figured it out, and they're going to score a ton of points, playing pretty fast. Kevin Durant, the minutes are there. 38, 37 in the last one, so he's fully unleashed. And the rebounding numbers are up. He had 2 really bad starts in rebounding, but he's been rebounding the ball great. Obviously, Kyrie has been fantastic on the offensive end. Luau Cabarrot, kind of what you're expecting here, mid-20s minutes, hopefully multiple threes, and not much else. Lakers did not have KCP, still got a pretty easy win. Kyle Kuzma got red hot early, hit 3 threes in the first, and didn't do much else after that. Anthony Davis, the blocks are finally coming around. Didn't shoot the ball great, but that's fine. Just love to see the peripheral stats show up. And Taylor Horton-Tucker, a little disappointing with the 24 minutes to help fill in for KCP. And then LeBron actually talked about the shortened offseason, and he said he put a wrench in his usual routine for letting his body calm down and rest, and he's trying to manage it the best he can. So no missed games yet, and he's playing really well. 22, 13, and 8, and yeah, LeBron's a beast. Grizzlies have some rotation pieces back, so they're playing Kyle Anderson at the 3. Surprisingly, no D'Anthony Melton, so Desmond Bane's ahead of him for now. And Kyle Anderson playing the backup 1 again. Tyus Jones, obviously that bad first start against Marcus Smart was rough, but he's been great in the last 2, as expected. Dylan Brooks shoots a lot. And Brandon Clark getting pretty good minutes here. Spurs dropped another one. Their defense has been real rough, but Popovich said a bright spot early in the season. Keldon Johnson, another big game from him. 22-7, 2 dimes, 2 steals. Just attack mode, big body Keldon. It's on. Yes. Not much to say on the Jazz, besides Boyan's killing it. And Jamal Murray, the buy low window is officially closed. Another good game. 36 points. Fuego in the first half. Said that he's just making his shots now. So, yeah, this was just a matter of time before he got hot. Another Joker triple-double. JaMychal Green, possible pickup if you're looking for a power forward. He's playing pretty well, getting some center minutes. So he's a guy in the upswing if your league's competitive. The Wolves made some lineup changes. I think this is because of the matchup to go with the Want Your Revenge and put a big body Ed Davis on Joker. Malik Beasley was really strong in this game. Jared Culver, much better game. D'Angelo said that he's going to have to learn how to play the 4, especially on offense, learning how to roll more. But again, big line after rough start. Bulls beat the Luka-less Mavs. Not too much to talk about with the Bulls, other than I'm a little bit worried about Wendell Carter Jr. And Jalen Brunson, man, 31 points. He's just totally in control. Matchup helped. But yeah, he's obviously the man, and we've seen before that he can have really productive games when Luka misses time. Paul George drops 39 to beat the red-hot Suns. And Nick Batum had a big 3 late after the game. Tyronn Lue said Nick's been really good, just his passing ability and his IQ. He's just versatile on offense and defense. But yeah, Paul George is balling. He had almost a clap back after the game when he talked about struggling last year. He's like saying, I've been in the league for 10 years and he's been doing work. But yeah, if you've got PG late second, you're chilling. So that's going to do it. We'll be back tomorrow. Big slate on Monday. So you guys take care. Catch you next time.